This is not financial nor professional advice. This video is for entertainment only. Today I'm going to be talking about the safe and secure stocks in my portfolio, which has really worked out very well. And I consider these stocks, these are not stocks I worry about. These are stocks that are going to take us home. Most of them are long-term holdings of mine. The only one, Arcbest, I probably will cut the ties at some point because it's a very cyclical business. But even that should run for another 3 or 4 months. So these are the good ones. What about that Tesla? Is that stock out of this world or what? It isn't like Elon Musk is perfect, but he might as well be, I guess. We could say that Rome wasn't built in a day, and it seems like it's going awfully fast with Tesla, but we do want to remember that it took him years to get where he is today. It just seems like everything is happening all at once with that company. And I have flashbacks of 2020 when the stock was just exploding upwards repeatedly, and you had to convince yourself to keep buying in. Well, I bought in twice. I bought in at 787 and at 860 and felt crazy each time I did it. But it's never a mistake to buy Tesla is what I found. You can get out of it. And if you can't get out of it, in the long term, you're going to win anyway. So I think it's a pretty safe stock. I think it's there'll be a new FANG. If there is a new FANG, the first letter will be T. Maybe it'll be TANG. The other members are yet to be determined. But I think we got a real winner here. And as we look at the 1 month chart, it's just explosive growth. It's a $900 billion company now. I think it's going to be a $1 trillion company. I was thinking January. It may do that by the end of the year, and we may go into 1,200 come February, March. And for all of 2022, I think we're looking at possibly a $2 trillion company by the end of 2022, and certainly by the end of 2023 when they got all the gigafactories going and they're taking over the car markets and GM and Ford are going bankrupt. These are the likely course of events, and it's cataclysmic and it's history. When we look at this 1 month chart on GUSH, GUSH is an oil ETF. It's been making money since the beginning of the year. It's gone up 69% since the beginning of the year, but it's very volatile because they can't decide whether the oil supplies are going to come flooding in or whether we're going to be starved for oil. So it's kind of risky now, I think, but I expect it to continue to go up. But there's a little bit of risk because Saudi Arabia or any country like Russia could turn on the oil spigots at any time. I was in it for a while. I made a little bit of money, not much, but I had to get out of it because I just didn't like owning oil stocks. I kind of appreciate the air we breathe. So, but the interesting thing, and the reason I bring up GUSH in the context of Tesla, is that as the price of oil goes up, that's a vote for Tesla. You save so much money having an electric car. It costs you about 1/4 as much, maybe 1/3 as much. I don't exactly know, but it's way less than half. I know that. And it's just so convenient. I have the charger in my garage. I don't stop at a gas station. I don't get the oil changed. I don't do nothing with my car. You just get in it and it goes. And you sort of wonder, why didn't this happen earlier? And I think the reason is because the interest in gas-based cars on ICE cars, internal combustion engine cars, it's so entrenched. There's all these dealerships, and I think they make a lot of money off their dealerships. Tesla doesn't really need a dealership. It basically has a place where you pick up the car, and if you need it fixed, they'll come to your house and fix it. Holy convenience. And then just the process of buying a car. I remember going to car dealerships, and it's a several-day ordeal, and it's like you got to try to out-psych them while they're trying to out-psych a psychologist. It was just ridiculous. It's like no hassle, no stress. That right there is a good reason for buying an electric car. I will never go back to a nice car. But as the price of oil goes up, people are going to realize, there's money going out the window as I'm paying $5 a gallon for gasoline. And beyond that, just geopolitically, we went to war twice for oil. I don't want to go to war anymore over oil. I'm sick of it. It's time to end this. There's a place for oil, but it's had its place, and it's done its job, and it's time to move on while we can still breathe. Next, we want to look at the 1 month chart on Nvidia. NVDA is its symbol. Nvidia, it's always when it goes down, it's just an excuse for me to buy it, the computer graphics company. It's not quite the same league as Tesla, but I think of it with Tesla because the computer graphics are so necessary for our future. And I'm just buying and holding this. And I bought some during the dips in the middle of the month, and of course was almost immediately rewarded for doing that. So that's a keeper. Next, we want to look at the 1 month chart on Arcbest. ARCB is the symbol. And it's if we look at the 1 month chart, it kind of had a dip in the middle, but now it's returned back to where it started the month at. And this is a very good logistics company, mainly trucking, but they handle all aspects. They do air travel and ocean liners too. You want to keep this one. It's almost sure to go over 100 unless something cataclysmic happens to the whole country, which I don't think is going to happen. Owning stock in Bank of America has been smooth sailing as we look at the 1 month chart. Owning this stock is like having money in the bank, which is literally what you have. So it's not to worry. It's a safe place. It's a calm place. When you're worried about the stock market, just say Bank of America to yourself, knowing you literally have money in the bank. As we look at the chart on Lincoln National Corporation, which is an insurance and financial services company, it's a holding company actually. It's been going steadily upward, as we can see from this 1 month chart. This is not to worry. You got money in the bank with Bank of America, and now you get a little insurance stock. These are going to be safe stocks, something to calm down after the wild ride we had during the first half of this year, the first 3 quarters of this year, I should say. Be sure to catch my next video. Be sure to like and subscribe so that you get notified of the next video, because I'm going to talk about it all. This is the safe and the good stuff. The next video is going to be about the good, the bad, and the ugly. I will see you in the future, and have a great life.